So you finally have ComfyUI installed, and you understand the basic workflow, but you still can't generate images? Well, this is highly likely due to the fact that you're missing models, and I'll show you in this video how to download them, put them in the correct folder, and install them on your ComfyUI workflow. To download checkpoints, Loras, and VAEs, embeddings, and much more, simply go to civitai.com. I have it linked in the description below. Once you're there, we'll get started. Okay, now that we're at civitai.com, there's a couple things to go over. This website does have some not safe for work content. So you go up to the eye icon on the top right, select it. You can change these filters to what you want to see or what you don't want to see. So now that we have that completed, we can go search for our models. You simply select models on the tab, and it'll bring up every model on the entire website. First, we need to filter them by what we want. So to do this, go to filters. It's on the top right. I'll have a drop-down menu. And there's two sections that are really important that you need to pay attention to. Are the model types and the base model. You have to make sure in your workflow that these two things are compatible when you're searching for them. So if I'm using a Stable Diffusion 1.5 base model, I can't use a Pony Lora. They won't work together. And they'll probably produce a terrible image. I'm going to be using the Pony base model and I already have the checkpoint for that. So I'm going to look for a Lora to enhance my imagery. So what I'm going to do is go down, select Pony, select Lora. You can see the websites have changed. So I'm going to download the Disney Princess one. Now that we've selected the Lora that we want to use, let's go over some things that are on the page. Above all these preview images that are displayed, they have the different base model types. So if you're using Pony, which I am, that's fine. It also shows it here. Type is a Lora, and the base model is Pony. Now with Loras, they also have some extra information from the author who created them. And if you scroll down below, it'll show instructions. So like this one isn't just one character, it's a list of them. It also has the Lora scale, which is the weight you need to be adding to your text prompt. Okay, now we just simply download it by clicking the download icon. I've already done it earlier, so I don't have to wait for it again. I just click it and it'll automatically download to your downloads folder. Also, if you're wondering what checkpoint I'm using Pony Diffusion V6 XL. Just a reminder, everything I use in this video, I'll have it linked in the description. There's something important with this model. If you scroll down where the author left its notes, some of the text prompts have changed that work well with this model. You also have to make sure you clip skip 2 or -2 when using this model. I'll show you that later on in the video. It's just an important tip because without setting this parameter properly, the images will come out very poorly. Quick side note before we start moving the files around in the folders, I want to bring your attention to this thing called trigger words. And for each model or checkpoint, they have trigger words that you put in the prompt that will call the Lora or file to process it properly. So take this Zelda one, for example. It has its trigger words right here. And it's Zelda Princess, so you would just click that to copy it and then paste it in your prompt. Without it, ComfyUI might not know that that's what you're trying to activate, so you need to include the trigger words, and adding weight also helps. Okay, now that you've browsed Civitai and you've downloaded all the Loras or checkpoints or embeddings that you want, simply go to where your ComfyUI is located, enter that folder, and then enter the ComfyUI folder. And then from here, you want to scroll down all the way to models. And then this is where checkpoints, Loras, VAEs, and a lot of other information is stored. So we downloaded a Lora. So we'll go down to the Loras folder. You can see here there's a pre-existing note that says put Loras here. So you're going to drag your file over, move it to your Lora folder. And now all you have to do is go on ComfyUI, restart it or start it up new, and then your Lora will be present. Or any checkpoints, VAEs, or anything you've installed. You always have to restart ComfyUI so it understands that it's now loaded into the program. Now let's go to ComfyUI and see what that looks like. Now using the basic workflow, simply go to your load Lora. If you don't have it, simply double click in the workspace, type in load Lora, and it'll populate and you just connect it between the load checkpoint and your prompts. I already have it installed. So what I'm going to do is click the top part. It'll bring a drop down. You can select any one you want. We just downloaded this one, so we'll select that. It's going to change it. This is your strength. In the guide that the author put, they recommended 0.6. So we just simply put 0.6. And then this is special to what checkpoint I'm using. And then I just typed in a simple prompt. Everything's left pretty basic. I'm just going to click run. You're going to see the green outline hit all the points as it's processing. Now you have an image generated, but it doesn't look perfect. I mean, it's pretty good right now, but we can improve it because on our special checkpoint that we're using, which is pony diffusion, it needs a clip skip. And how to do that, you simply detach your clip, re-drag it over, go down to clip set last layer. That'll add this node. And then you just simply connect it to the next clip. And you're going to set it to -2 because that's what the instructions on the checkpoint model was. You're going to run it again. Now you have a higher detailed image and it's a little bit cleaner and better. Now using the basic workflow, I don't like having all these pathways on my screen. I like to make it a little bit simpler. So I created a custom node that's on my Patreon for a free download. So basically everything in the basic workflow is connected here. It's got your checkpoint, Lora, VAE, your model strength, positive and negative prompts, clip skip. Now on this one, it's +2 instead of -2. That can always change depending on the software. It has your width, height. It has everything in your basic workflow, but condensed into one node. If this video helped you out, please subscribe and like. It really helps me out as a brand new channel. Thank you.